So let's make everything about race, even sports. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Marquita Show podcast, a podcast where I talk about everything from politics to pop culture and everything in between. And if you are not subscribed, why? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to turn on that bell for post notifications so you get notified every single time that I post. Of course, we are trying to get to 10,000 followers, guys, and we can do it. Let's try to do it by the end of the year. That's like 2,000 followers in like less than a month. But hey, you gotta set your goals high. And if you are not following me on my social media, the links will be down below. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Parler. I'm on TikTok, y'all. But anyway, I don't really post over there. But yeah, if I get more followers, I'll probably post more. So go follow me on TikTok too. Okay, so today's video is very strange. There is a show hosted by these two black women. I didn't even care to get their name because they are not that important. Because what they're saying is not very intelligent, and I don't like ignorant people and people that just spew hate for no reason. So Jake Paul, if you didn't know, he had a fight with a guy named, I think it's Nate Robertson. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not watch the fight. I'm not a sports watcher. Forgive me, guys. But I do not. But I heard about this story and I just had to talk about it. Well, the two black ladies, they interviewed him. They asked the most dumbest question. And it seems like everything has to be about race. And so I'm going to let you hear the question that they asked him, and I'm going to let you judge for yourself. We're going to watch the video together, as always, and then I'm going to give you my reaction. So as always, let's hit that play button.
To be honest, I almost started to protest this show because...
Why?
I'll tell you why. And this is our question of the week. We saw what happened to Nate Robinson, so I'm going to ask Jake Paul right here in front of America. Jake, considering where we are right now in our racial conversation in America, was what you did to Nate Robinson racist?
That is the question of the week.
Man.
Nah, stop playing with me. Come on.
Listen, Jake, it's a sensitive time right now. We just had to witness a white man just knock a black man smooth out in front of all of America. So that's why I asked that.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
First and foremost, was it racist to knock a black man out? That is the question of the week.
No, stop asking me that. I said no.
It's not racist.
It's a shitty question. It's a sport.
Why is it a shitty question? Why is it a shitty question?
Because how does this have anything to do with race? It doesn't.
It's a fine question. We got to wake you up. You got to be a part of this conversation.
I hate the woke community. It has gotten out of hand. This wokeness, I want no part. Let me stay asleep. Let me stay asleep. If you woke and you got to be ignorant and woke, I don't want to be woke no more. I don't want to be woke. I never was woke. Leave me alone. First thing out her mouth is, I have to ask this because this is the atmosphere that we're in. Was it racist to knock out a black man? It is a sport. It is a freaking sport, people. Like, who put them up to asking this question? Do they write the questions for the shows? Because if they do, they need new writers. They need new writers. They need new producers. They scratched the whole show. That was a dumb question. And by the way, I am not a Jake Paul fan at all. I just know him from YouTube. I'm actually more aware of his brother, Logan Paul. I was introduced to him at first, and then Jake came along. But I just can't understand, like, and I guess he thought they were kidding at first, or he was like, he didn't really know how to respond to that. And hats off to him, he did very well. He stood his ground and was like, that's a dumb question. Yes, that is a dumb question, and you are dumb for asking it. Like, I know people say there are no dumb questions, but this one was excluded. They did not have these ladies in mind when they said there was no dumb question, because that was atrocious. And to let that spew out your mouth, and then the other lady to say it again, you ask it twice? Did you not understand the level of dumbness by his reaction the first time, so you had to do it again? And at this point, I'm wondering if people doing this for clout. Or did they think he was gonna buckle? Or what did you think he was gonna say? Yeah, it was racist. You know, I shouldn't have knocked him out. You know, I should have let him knock me out, because, you know, in this climate that we're in, you know, you can't be knocking out black men. Like, what? Now, if the shoe was on the other foot and the black man knocked the white guy out, would that be racist? Like, is that racist? Can we not fight people of opposite race because it can be interpreted as racist? So if he was Hispanic and he knocked out a black man, would that be racist? Or is it only when a white person does it? Because we all know that Black Lives Matter only comes out when a white cop kills a black guy, not when a black guy kills another black guy, even though that situation happens a lot more frequently. So I'm confused. Somebody help me out. But the second lady, she seemed to try to explain it and make it logic. Well, it's not a you-know-what question. It's actually a good question. You actually defended the BS. Like, these people, and I hate to say it, and I hate that they're using black people to push the agenda, because black people are out here looking real stupid right now. We looking real ignorant. We think we're smart. We think we're saying something. We think we're doing something. And we're out here looking quite dumb. And for her to even insinuate that in a sport, I didn't even know a sport could be racist. Like, how? Like, if that's the case, we all know black people are good at basketball, and we constantly put a whooping on white athletes. So is that racist? Like, I don't know. I'm confused. Somebody school me on this woke culture, because I'm completely lost. I don't know what is normal at this point and what is racist. Like, even as a black person, I'm not even sure. It's like I'm living in two worlds, one for black people, one for white people. Black people can do certain things, white people can't. Like, and as a white person, I would actually be offended, and at some point I would probably snap. Like, how come they get to do certain stuff but I don't? They don't get called out on some stuff, but I do. That is racist in itself, that we're holding people to different standards. If one side can't do it, neither should the other side. Black people shouldn't be allowed to make racist statements about white people, and vice versa. It should go both ways. Both of them should have equal consequences. That's what we're fighting for. Fairness. I never asked for equality. Fairness. There's no such thing as equality. Just fairness. Have the same opportunity, the same advantage. And I feel like everybody has the same opportunity in America. But for the ones that choose to take advantage of it, they get further ahead. Those that don't, they get left behind. But, you know, of course, the left want to give them a little extra, even though they don't want it. Like, if they don't want to build themselves up, then throwing money or throwing assistance and help is not going to help it. But I done went off on a tangent. But back to the Logan Paul thing. As always, you know I want to know you guys' opinion. I was slacking in the last video in the comments. But we're going to get it together, guys. So I want to know, do you think this was an outrageous question? Do you think it was a logical question? How do you feel about Logan Paul's response? Did he hold his ground? Do you feel like he should have said something different? Just overall, your thoughts and opinions on this video. Make sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so. Turn on that bell. Don't forget, we are trying to get to 10,000 followers by the end of the year. I know, a big goal, but we can do it because I believe in you. All right, gotta get out of here. As always, one vibe, one tribe. Deuces.